Donald Trump has two sets of friends. The first are the Christians, okay? Christian evangelicals, basically the fanatics who support Israel, as well as the AI, Silicon Valley. All right? So we learn about the idea of elite overproduction, okay? But the idea is that as society collapses, declines, the elites start to compete against themselves for resources. And so right now, the elite are the finance people, and the new elite, okay, the counter elites, are the AI people, okay? Artificial intelligence. And it's something we'll discuss later on. Okay, but I introduced you to the idea. But basically, the idea is that America is a house of cards. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's corrupt. It's unequal. It's lazy. It's in decline. So it's going to fall apart sooner or later. Okay? But the question then is like, how do you manage this decline? How do you control this decline in a way that allows you and your friends to benefit the most? Okay? And that's why Donald Trump started this war in the Middle East. Because by starting this war in the Middle East, you're extending the process of decline in America, and therefore you're able to help transform America from an economy that's based on finance to one that's based on resource exploitation and then manufacturing. Okay, does that make sense? All right, any more questions?
So I have one last question about the explanations of this war. Like before, we explained it in a religious perspectives, and how does this explanation connect to the explanation today?
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's a really good question, okay? So the thing to understand about war is that there are different factors at play, okay? So before we went into the eschatological factor, all right, now explain to you the geopolitical or the economic, okay? But there's also the historical or hubris, right? And what you need to recognize about history is that often all three things converge together, okay? Because what is religion? Religion is a memory, a long-lost memory of our ancient past, told through myths and stories. So there's truth to religion because it's basing a lot of its ideas through personal experience, through history, okay? From thousands of years ago, right? And geopolitics, economics drives historical forces. So another way of understanding this is that often all these different factors are aligned together. And it's something we'll discuss more later on, okay? All right? And so why do I look at different factors, different vectors? And the answer is because I make predictions. And if I'm able to analyze an event using eschatology, geopolitics, and history, and they align together, then I can make a pretty accurate prediction that this will happen. I don't know when it will happen. I may not know who the players are, but I'm pretty sure this event will happen.